Okay, so the question is, why is the commandment to go up to Jerusalem for the men and not the women? Okay, now this is very important. So as I was reading and studying, I finally figured it out. God is saying to go to the pilgrimage feast, all the males shall go on, all the males. It's a commandment. But the women are not mentioned. And many women feel sometimes like, how come the commandments for the men and not us? We want to go up. How come we're not commanded to go? Now think logically the function of a woman versus a man. In this case, a woman gets pregnant and also gives birth and also has her menstrual cycle. Now think about this. If God says all the women of Israel has to go up to the temple, and a woman who gives birth cannot go up to the temple, she has to be in quarantine for 40 days for a boy and 60 for a girl. And if you have your menstrual cycle for those 7 days, and the feast fall during the 7 days, you cannot go up to the temple. So therefore, God in his wisdom makes the commandment completely bound for males to go, for not women. Why is that? Okay, give me this again. I messed it all up. Okay. Why is that? God is trying to convey the message is that he is not going to ask the woman to go up to Jerusalem if he knows that her menstrual cycle can fall during the time of the feast, or she can get pregnant and give birth, and then she has to be in quarantine for those days during the feast. So he's helping her maintain her. Imagine if he says, everyone in Israel got to go to Jerusalem. Then guess what? If she gets pregnant or if she's on her menstrual cycle and then she can't go up because of nothing connected with shedding of blood, then she will be breaking another commandment. But the way the commandment is structured, that God gave, he says all the males should go up, and he doesn't mention the women. But clearly the women will go up with them if they're not in their menstrual cycle, if they're not have given birth, that they will be in quarantine, So therefore, God is protecting the women. He's not leaving them out. This is one of the essence of the commandments that bring wisdom of God through the commandments to protect and to allow us to obey without breaking another commandment. This is only an example of the righteousness of God.